Uy.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Venga. A ver, no, bla, 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 bla. Solo repetí esto, no sé cómo, no sé, 200 veces. Nada, que sí, hijo de pesado. Sí, la siguiente no sé, pero esta vez te sale. Venga.
It's my lucky day.
Everyone hold hands. Let's dance. Get with me. My apologies.
You're the fairy. Let's get down to business.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Say no more.
Let the show begin.
You're the fairy. Finally,
Ya,
the fairy.
ay no, este no, por Dios. No, que no, ay, qué pesadez. No quiero. Venga,
I...
empieza esta misión. Por lo menos no se puede no hay enfrentamiento. Vale, pues ponle perfecto.
Wait for my signal.
Acaba. No me complico. ¿Dónde vas? Joder. ¿Dónde vas? ¿De verdad? ¿Qué haces? Joder, qué pesado. Que sí, que sí. Que sí, que no interés. Por favor, no me toques las narices. Los putos fallos. Ay, por Dios. O sea, que fallas, coges la una y ya se va toda la mierda. No me toques las narices. Que sí, venga, baja. ¿Y no me toques las narices? Suelta. Suéltate. Esto no va a ser imposible, ¿eh? No puedo meterme. Que sí. venga, no, de verdad es que están diciendo no lo soporto. Jamás tengo suerte de que te gire por el sitio correcto aquí. No tienes de verdad. Pues nada, hijo, pues nada. Ya. Pero, ¿por qué me lleva para abajo, gilipollas? Pero, ¿para qué? Nadie me lanzas abajo. Que sí, suelta. Venga, cógela. ¿Qué pasa de por Dios de misiones? De verdad, me jorobes. Que sí, venga, no me importa el puzzle. Que sí. Venga, ya ya. Venga, que me falta una, no me jodas. Venga. Que no me jodas. Pesado. A ver esto.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. Our bond is strong. Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pit. I can help you out.
Virgencita. Oh, oh.
Prepare yourselves.
Puffy.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Ella es rubia, yo soy castaña, ojos grises en vez de naranjas.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized...
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to...
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now...
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put it... I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides. But it is essential that you remain calm after entering... Fine. Let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all.
Claro, claro, claro.
Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even...
If there are no further objections, I suggest... Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Parece que eso sea adulto.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure. Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. inside of Irminsul. Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he's...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of...
Can you still sense where the heart of Irmin...
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go
Parece
running
la
off.
puta clásica voz de las misiones de otros juegos.
Hey, so... Say what... what are you
Muerto.
smirking at?
Muertos, muertos, muertos.
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out.
Me puede ser un poco más rápido, ¿eh?
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Que si va más rápido, tampoco pasa nada. Ojo, lo tengo que ver más directo.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost.
Joder.
Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint. The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to... The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with...
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do. Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Oye, he hecho aquí privados y todo.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads? That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. Paimon's never tried this before. This is great!
De todos modos, lo de hablarse por los labios, ya lo hacéis. Pero mucho de más, ¿eh?
So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking... As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as dates, and perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Huh. Paimon thought Nothing could get under that guy's skin. Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Rita, do you know anything about that? If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and... Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most... Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce... So the Gase got it right? Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna...
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the... Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So,
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world.
Wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Sí, es verdad. La versión 1 fuiste. 2 segundos y medio. También, pero...
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. Huh?
This light. It looks similar to those
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to...
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be...
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, the forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now, even now, you remain one of Tatarasuna's key consultants, working right here alongside us.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forge.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue? And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo. the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor...
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat?
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone, so I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you...
Drop the act! We're past that now. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter. I thought I'd disguise myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually they... And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside.
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a perk.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But...
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
The Fatui?
Just to create a minor inconvenience.
That's it. That's why you gave us...
Look how even the righteous soul is... My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when... Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used...
If you give him, he has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly to... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet Mr. Niwa? Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner... I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him...
Hey,
Dottore. Good. Good.
was that the doctor? Did he... But why did we see things from... When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind.
Maybe so. But it means...
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very well what that means. Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. We need to give him some time to process his emotions. I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor... Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment. The balladeer became after the events you just saw in that memory. The doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace and sheep the mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is... He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival.
Holy moly! So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on...
Yes. Only if he understands that...
Totoro, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Ya lo que te pasa.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep...
Hey, are you investigating?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the descent...
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess...
Huh? About...
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently. Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the...
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kus?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irmin.
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is... So tell me, in this world, is it... done?
Huh? What happened?
Nothing. I was just thinking... So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, The names Balladeer and those who died in Tatarasuna because of me.
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be... But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on. Oh no, he's really...
Oh, can you hear?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. What happened?
It was the Balladeer's fault.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that. But did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did...
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this. We're running out of time. Follow my...
We're out! And we're at...
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I...
An emergency? How bad is it?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What did... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible, right? You can't just rewrite history. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, So, why does Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah! Sorry. Paimon accidentally... but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
La cosa es que esto no debería de ser de obligado por de Fontaine. No lo tenía. Y esto es dentro de Fontaine. No sé por qué no lo tenía disponible estas misiones.
Paimon's had it with that little brat. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, well... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still... So, how about... Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish and Drayan chili chicken. Almond tofu. Oh, also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered... What do we... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking... Is that a food too?
Y otra vez.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon? So, the balladeer is... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're at...
Ostras, pues están aquí todo huevo.
We made it! To Amanoma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. No. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of the art of forging practiced by these 5 clans, was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Oh, most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, but fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma, and if my memory serves me right, you yourself...
Oh, yeah, we were! We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like...
That, my friends, in fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, there is no harm in telling you, but the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. And overseeing it was knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives. Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly... The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next stop. Lead the way,
No sé,
Captain.
eso
Paimon
voy a
will
hacer.
be right behind you.
Vale, no me toco cosas. Te explota la cabeza, Paimon, si te cuenta todo. Hola.
We're here!
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid you're...
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the...
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there some... Of course, traveler. Yeah, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, as for the commissioner himself, well, you know.
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashi.
Very much so.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're, great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right, then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Everything's taken care of now.
Very well. Safe travels.
Ay, madre mía, por Dios. ¿Pero dónde está esta misión?
A blade embraces its duty.
¿Cuántos de tarara? ¿Cuántos de tarara? ¿Cuántos tópicos está eso? Ay, por favor, de verdad. ¿Qué quiero hacer fontaine? No hay nada sola.
Everyone hold hands.
Let's dance, shall we? Where are you?
You can't run!
Transgression! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Whirling snow! Yeah!
Just begun.
Her majesty's power flows through me!
You can't run!
Joder, pero anda.
Killjoy! We've only just begun.
One after another.
Aquí, venga, déjame para allá.
Out of me, Ficker! Oh no! Oh. Take flight!
Joder, qué pesadez.
This
Joder, qué pesaditos.
Don't worry about me.
Ahora, venga. Ya, relájate, coño. Por favor, vale, ya, coño. Intento lanzarme.
Take flight. Yeah, yeah.
¿Por qué te mueres ya? Un poquito.
Our bond is strong. Much remains.
Ay, por favor, de verdad, dejarme en paz ya. ¿Y ahora dónde está esa mierda, joder? Pero deja de tocarme las narices. Por favor, de verdad, déjame ya. Que no me interesa tu vida. De verdad que me pesa de que no me interesa lo bichito. Joder. Muy bien, que no me interesa de verdad.
Out of my way.
No, ¿por qué no te mueres ya un poquito? Pesa de mierda. Y por favor, venga, no te vayas tirando cada 2 segundos.
Stand with me.
Es lo que viene esta puta zona, de verdad. Es suficiente con matar a los bichos tan jodiendo la vida. Venga, por Dios, de verdad.
Looking for a fight? I'll settle this.
Rómpete el puto escudo de las pelotas. Joder. Este bicho no hace daño, coño. Ya. Joder.
Why is everyone...
Ay, no me toques las narices. A ver. Es que esta zona es más pesada. Los bichos por todos lados mientras te están comiendo la vida. Que sí, que no me interesa. Ah, perfecto. Venga. Pero es tonto que te pase, ¿verdad?
Let the show begin.
Ay, de verdad, por Dios, estas zonas las odio. Por favor, venga, no puedo estarme 3 horas para subir.
I'll protect us.
Dios, de verdad que sí, muy bonito, muy interesante. No me importa la mierda, pero muy interesante. Venga.
Let's dance.
Venga, que no me interesa estas mierdas.
Let the show begin.
Ay, de verdad que sí.
Let's dance.
Venga.
Let the show begin.
Además. Hola, moras. Se supone que son misiones de fontaine, pero...
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in...
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched... If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around
A couple?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not... They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technology...
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about guitars?
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for...
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across any... Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay.
Oh, you're most welcome. More farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but what's up with keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile? No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you. Hey, don't mention it. All right, let's head off and go meet Lisa.
Sabrosito. Habrá que hacerlo mañana. Ay, mierda.
Hey, it's them.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for...
We have time. What do you want to talk to?
It's the same topic we discussed last time.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh,
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well,
What did you find out? Something...
it's a long story. Basically, we had...
Wow. So many new...
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this? Ugh. So there's no ghost story?
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredible...
Yes, okay. Point taken. You were right. But that doesn't mean...
And they're back at it. These guys are really...
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our project.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Bueno,